Okay, time for the arena. That's not the arena.
From the north.
Oh my god, shut up. Let's see this big arena. How hard it will be.
Well met. The Inquisition has brought an offering to enter your trials.
Yes. Oh, this'll be a fight to remember. I mean, enter the arena grounds. Hakkon's trials await.
Fair.
Okay. Enter the arena. Survive the trial. Oh, there's a lot of them. Okay, first that was yeah, that was easy. Now what do we have here?
Dramatic back there, Dorian. We're pretty good at blowing guys up.
It's significantly more impressive than hitting them with a sharp piece of metal.
Hey, whoa, let's not get crazy.
Don't tell me there's one more. Okay. This last one was pretty close.
Ah, what a fight! That maneuver would... Well, you saw well fought, Inquisitor.
Farewell.
Safe journeys.
Nice. Now let's find someone to talk to about this one in exile. Learn more about Sigrid.
What did I tell you? Lowlanders from the north.
How do I find Sigrid? Someone in the hold. Okay.
Goat-kissing, blood-drinking, Hakkonite chicken crabs! Thank you, Inquisitor. Storvacker has returned. My hunters saw what you and she did to the Hakkonites who held her. In trapping Storvacker, the jaws of Hakkon broke their peace oath with Stonebear Hold. Our blades are yours.
Thank you.
We welcome the help.
More than you know, Inquisitor. My hunters brought items back from where they held Storvacker. I know what they intended. It is not something you will like. Something few Avar would tell Lowlanders. But you must hear it. The jaws of Hakkon sought to bind their god in mortal form and bring war to the lowlands.
Oh. What?
God.
Yes. Hakkon Winter's Breath, bringer of the cold winds of war.
How do you send a god to attack someone?
With much blood and many foolish rituals. Though you have given them pause, they will try again. Ages ago, the old jaws of Hakkon did the same. They brought their god to life to destroy the lowlands. Their foolishness lost Hakkon to all Avar. Now they would free him and begin again.
Wow.
What did you mean when you said that their foolishness lost Hakkon to all Avar?
When they bound Hakkon to mortal form, he became blood of this world. He could hear no prayers, nor speak to the augurs. All he could do was kill. Then he vanished instead of dying, as though rendered mute, lost for ages. If they sought to free him from mortal form, I could understand. Making him attack the lowlands is a fool's work.
The Avar wouldn't like the idea of war with the lowlands.
Is that what your skalds say? It does us no harm to be feared. If our land is threatened, we will happily fight. And a raid here and there keeps both sides sharp. But we have no need of your lowlands. Not when our goats are fat and our fish are plenty. And not when the sky is torn with demons. Only a fool fights in a burning boat.
What would happen if the jaws of Hakkon succeeded in their plan?
Hakkon would come to the lowlands in the form of a great beast. The Hakkonites would join him, their numbers swelled by foolish young warriors dreaming of honor names. Even if war were needed, it should not be like that. With gods wreaking havoc in blood-soaked fields. The gods should stay where they belong.
Based on what we know, what must we do to stop the jaws of Hakkon?
Their hold is an old lowlander fortress. It is shielded by a great wall of ice.
Oh.
Magic even the Hakkonites do not know. Unravel its magic, and we will scatter their bones so the lady never finds them.
How can we enter?
We still need a way to melt the wall of ice around the Hakkonites' fortress. Do you have any ideas?
No. It is lowlander magic and nothing to do with us. Our spirit talkers are useless as battle goats. The Hakkonites must have found the magic in the old fortress. Speak to your people. Perhaps they will know more.
I'll
Okay.
speak with...
Walk.
Learn more about Sigrid. Come on, no one wants to talk to me here.
What did I tell you? Lowlanders from the north.
Why do they dress like that?
What do you have with my dress, man? Dressing how I want. This is fashion.
Our guests are welcome, so long as their weapons stay sheathed.
Damn, nobody wants to talk to me. How can I find out? How can I find out about Sigrid when no one wants to talk to me?
Our guests are welcome, so long as their weapons stay sheathed.
No, no one. You? Oh, you.
So he arrives. Don't throng. Behold, worthy ones, the man who blazes like fire and mends the air.
Oh, crap.
They're not harmful, I don't think.
I am the Ogre of Stonebear Hold. I greet you, as do our gods and the gods of our ancestors. It is done. Now come, be welcome, and hear news of the North.
Okay.
I'd like to ask something.
Then ask.
You're a mage?
I assume augur is another word for mage.
I am a mage. Yet not all mages are augurs. I give counsel to other mages, and the same. In turn, an augur takes counsel from the gods and shares it with the Hold. I make their will known to us, and ours to them.
So you're an ambassador to the local spirits?
They protect the Hold. They help drive off spirits who've gone bad with rage or gloom. The gods live with us. Ignore their offerings, offer them nothing, and it weakens us all.
Where do you worship spirits?
I've heard enough to realize that when you say gods, you mean spirits. Why do you pray to them?
We offer to them. We don't pray like the lowlanders to a creator they think will weather all the ages.
Do you actually think they're divine beings? Something more than magic?
The spirits watched us even before we came from the north. They shaped themselves into our gods, and we grew to love them. Their secret gift is this, Inquisitor. They reflect us as water does the sky. They show us what we wish to be. That image gives us strength. For that, we thank the gods.
I should be off.
Farewell. Be welcome.
Who's that?
Did you just introduce me to spirits?
The gods of the Hold clamored to see you. I obeyed. For I'm their voice and their augur. And if I didn't show you off, they'd hound me for months.
What did you mean when you said I blaze like a fire?
How do you think you appear to the gods of the Fade? To those beyond the Veil, your hand burns like the Watchman's bonfire.
Are you saying every spirit in the Fade knows where I am?
Only those nearby, but thoughts spread quickly among the gods. They tell me strange things. That you muddied Time's waters where the cliffs are red, and returned again.
Okay.
I met a mage in the woods who said she used to be an augur's apprentice.
Sigrid Goldstotten. She left the Hold when I told her she must release her teacher.
Aren't you her teacher?
She might have heeded me if I were. Or perhaps not. It's time the spirit in her was free.
She's possessed, and you do nothing.
Every mage in the Hold is made one with the gods, till they're strong enough. I thought Sigrid strong enough. Exile was her own notion.
Why did Sigrid go into exile?
Sigrid built an altar by the shore for her rite of thanksgiving, a ritual to part her from her teacher. Sigrid claims her offering was spurned by the gods. The spirit remains with her, which is taken to exile.
Okay.
I should be off.
Farewell.
Investigate the ritual site. Which is... Ooh. Ooh.
Is good. Come on, work.
Okay.
Half the traps are empty. Is someone poaching? Come.
Okay, let's do this ritual site. I can't wait to finish this. So we have the quest to the island. I really want to see what the island is. Is it another map or...
Let's take a look.
I think it's down here.
This is the place the Augur said that mage, Sigrid, tried and failed to release her spirit. Looks like the tools for her ritual are still here. A skinned bird. Bundle of incense. Ritual offerings. But if this mage did the ritual, why are the offerings still here? Good question. Scorch marks. Left by magic?
I think it's excess energy from stopping a spell mid-cast.
Maybe Sigrid never completed this ritual.
Okay, Sigrid. Let's see what you're up against. Okay, Sigrid. Oh, nice. Come on, Sigrid.
You returned.
The Augur told me why you're here.
That Chatterjay. What business is it of his to tell that to a lowlander?
About the ritual you were performing, Sigrid.
I had to burn a proper offering, then let my guiding spirit free. I made the offering, the gods did not accept.
I found a bird and incense by the altar. They weren't burnt at all.
I brought more than I needed. When I fled, I left everything.
Even the lyrium?
You would have needed to take the lyrium at the start of the ritual, not the end.
Aye. And so?
The vial I found was full.
Do you accuse me, stranger?
You're a terrible liar.
I may be a stranger, but you're obviously not telling the truth.
Then the Hold will find out, whether I wish it or not. I made no offering. I prepared. I began the spell to release the spirit here with me.
And?
I could not do it. I have no close companions in the Hold, no kin. I cannot lose my only friend.
You're friends with this spirit?
It has taught me with patience and kindness since I was a child. Frightened of the fire I could suddenly call down. The gods change, the gods can die, and yet I do not want to lose the one who loves me.
What does the spirit want?
So how does your teacher feel about this? Does it... well, he want to stay?
He would, if I asked. The gods that teach the spirit touched are kind. I think the Augur knew. All this time he knew I never cast the ritual. It is not right to stay in pity. I will confess to him.
Huh. Or you could become my agent.
The Inquisition could use a mage with a unique perspective. You and your spirit certainly qualify.
You want me to pledge my staff to your Inquisition? Even bound to a spirit?
Your people consider it a gift. I'm sure you can handle yourself.
So sick of all this. Evar. It's not demons. It's spirits just as bad.
It must be punishment from the gods to serve a lowlander for my oath breaking. It fits my shame. I'll find your camps and join you.
Nice. Okay, another operation. Now what? Wait. How do I get the approval then? Okay, this is the only quest, I guess. I don't have any other quests on this map. So, I don't know. Okay, save, and let's go. Okay, this is...
For a moment, I almost felt like I was walking down a street back in Markham. Strange.
Your mind is being influenced by the spirits here. They're drawing sorrow from you like you draw water from a well.
Right. That didn't help.
Bernard, I'm dreaming.
I could do without all the demons, boss. Anytime you want to leave, it's fine by me.
Okay, here are a lot of spirits.
Sleep. I need to. I must find you. American. Hi.
Okay, where is this?
No, without.
Oh,
No.
okay, 2 seconds.
His blood. My blood? No, I can't.
Okay.
We've looked everywhere else on this island. Shall we see what's inside the rift?
Alana slept. I slept. To find him in dreaming. But the blood. She's gone. Talana wanted to reach Ameridan again. One more time. But she couldn't. I couldn't. I died. I tried to stay, but only pieces came through. You opened the sky for the rest of me.
Oh. You knew Ameridan.
You, or she, wanted to reach Ameridan again. We're also trying to find him.
Ameridan. Yes. Inquisitor. Beloved. She came with Ameridan to hunt the dragon.
The dragon?
Huge. Power like none had seen. It came from the mountains with the Avar. Towns fell. All dead.
Oh, is this their god when they
One
summon
last
him?
favor for Emperor Draken. Slay the Avar dragon. Save Orlais.
Did I hear that?
There are no records of a dragon, so he must have killed it. And died doing so.
Yes. If he had lived, he would have found her. Me. But he didn't. And no one ever knew. They fought at the shore. Spirits and magic. Cold. So cold. How I found her. How she found us. They rested here. Then up the river. Metal spires. A way to stop the dragon. Then Talana returned here, alone, to wait for him. Forever waiting. Dreaming. Then dead.
can rest.
We'll find a Meriden. You don't have to wait here anymore.
Thank you. It was hard. She went a long time ago. I stayed because she asked. Her things are there. She wanted them found.
Wow, what a nice jump. Whoa, this one of the Ages of the Rift ability, which turns the veil itself to a magical shield that affects any creature.
You all right?
In a new ability, Aegis use this ability to turn the veil itself into a magical shield that affects any person. It can be upgraded in the Inquisition ability tree. And how do I use it? You turn a veil itself into a magical shield that deflects enemy projectiles. Aegis of the Rift now sends bolts of spirit energy flying back at the attacker. Your expertise at manipulating the veil lets you summon Aegis of the Rift more easily. Yeah, I don't really need it. Also, why are they here? Also, I need to explore everything because I have one more region that I haven't explored and I don't know where it is. Or maybe it is the... here. Here, the fortress gates here, maybe this one. This seems pretty explored, I mean it's just... So the island is pretty much nothing. Okay, a lot of... Hey.
There! So all on this!
There.
Death to his home, for Hakkon's glory!
Yeah, I don't care, I just want... get away.
You'll perish from curiosity.
First, okay, where do I see my quests? Journal. Okay, this is just a requisition. Okay, here, guest of the hold, I need more. Speak with Professor, Mr. Zand, okay. Let's speak with the professor then. Professor Cameron. Now we're finally getting somewhere. Hello?
May I help you, Inquisitor?
Where are you from?
I take it you're not from Orlais originally.
No. Starkhaven. Fourth son of Lord and Lady Kenrick, destined for chantry service. Fortunately, I convinced them the university might be a fashionable alternative.
Okay, tell me about the university.
What's it like at the University of Orlais?
It's brilliant. Some of the greatest minds I've ever known. Now, the university was always well regarded, but Empress Celine made it the envy of all Thebans. She even got them to start admitting elves.
Sorry.
Few bent noses, but it's worth it. Knowledge knows no bounds and all. With that unpleasantness with Grand Duke Gaspard done, the university is safe. as a haven for knowledge.
How were you assigned to the Inquisition?
I study primarily the early Chantry, particularly around the signing of the Navaran Accord. That was why I transferred to the University of Orlais, closer to the source than Starkhaven. Sadly, most scholars took Inquisitor Emeridon's history as settled, even with so many questions remaining. No one took my ideas seriously until your Inquisition formed. I wrote Ambassador Montpellier, and, well, here we are.
I'd like to discuss Inquisitor Emeridon.
Of course, your predecessor. Existing historical records are contentious. Some say he was a devout Andrastian. Others suggest he cared little for religion, gaining leadership of the Seekers through Emperor Draken's friendship. He disappeared around the time the Seekers of Truth, the original Inquisition, incorporated into the newfound Chantry. It's not clear why. Some say that he was tired of his responsibilities and wanted one last great dragon hunt.
Okay, what's our next step?
What do you need me to do next, Professor?
I'd still like to find out what's on that island to the southeast. We know the Inquisitor was in the area. Lady Harding mentioned Avar in the area who aren't hostile, but they wouldn't speak of the island. I mean, Scout Harding.
A spirit on the island held the memories and possessions of Emeridon's lover, a woman named Talana. It told us that Emeridon was here on orders from Emperor Draken himself, and where he went next.
Andrasti's dimples. I may have received tenure from that sentence alone. Emeridon had a lover. Talana, you said. The Inquisitor's Lady Mage. There was such debate over whether she existed. And there were orders? This was a request from Draken? This changes everything.
Spirits don't bother you?
You don't have a problem receiving information from spirits?
It's not ideal, but since you found corroborating physical evidence, I see no serious issues. Any study of great wars and battlefields carries an inherent risk of contact with demons or spirits. When spirits are willing to talk, most historians love the chance of a first-hand report.
Hey, why do orders matter?
What does it change, knowing that Emeridon was on a mission from Emperor Draken?
Everything. One current theory holds that Emeridon was selfishly throwing off his responsibilities to go hunting. Another suggests Draken had him removed or even killed because Emeridon opposed the Navaran Accord. But if this is true, then Emeridon was a loyal servant of Orlais. He was not an embarrassment. He was a patriot protecting Orlais while Draken fought in the Second Blight.
You were surprised to hear that Emeridon had a lover?
Yes, this Talana you mentioned. Her existence has been hotly debated. Some scholars took Inquisitor Emeridon's respect for the Chantry to imply that he remained celibate. In ages past, there were stories about him and his lover, a mage. They made it out to be a star-crossed romance. The Chantry silenced the stories strenuously.
When I helped the Avar at Stone Bear Hold, we learned that the jaws of Hakkon once bound their god's soul to a beast.
Yeah.
According to the spirit, the dragon Emeridon faced was powerful, and accompanied by hostile Avar.
Yep, that's what I said
Believe
earlier.
They could be one and the same. But that would mean... Of course! Of course! Brilliant! 800 years ago, the Second Blight threatened a weak Orlais. A perfect time for the Avar to attack. This Avar god dragon could have endangered the Orlesian Empire had Emeridon not stopped it. That explains why he would accept such a dangerous mission. And likely how he died.
How bad would it be if the contemporary jaws of Hakkon bound their god to a dragon again?
With Orlais still recovering from the Civil War and the Mage-Templar conflict, not to mention the scattered rifts and remnants of Corypheus' forces still causing trouble, a high dragon given malice and magic by an Avar god spirit could, hypothetically, destroy much of Orlais. At least, I hope that was hypothetically.
You're not concerned about the literal existence of an Avar god?
Not particularly. If the jaws of Hakkon once bound their god to a dragon, it is likely just a powerful spirit. That isn't to downplay the important cultural significance to the Avar, but magic does not equate godhood. Every blight comes from the old gods, which are also dragons corrupted by some outside influence. Sometimes I wonder if we really know what we mean by gods.
Right. Meridan was a hero.
Seems Inquisitor Ameridan saved Orlais 800 years ago. It's time to honor his legacy. The spirit said to follow the river to the north, and something about spires or spikes.
Up the river. The scouts have had trouble with Hakkonites up there. I'll continue my research, but for now, your guess is as good as mine.
I'll speak with you later.
Okay, follow the river and look for spires. Here. Huh. But first we have missions in Skyhold. Yay! Yay, hooray! Let's see what those missions do for us.
Marching soon.
Hope it's something good or more quests, because I really love quests. Let's see. Oh, okay. Yo. Master Demon Slaying, okay. The Jade Ham, I don't know what that is.
If you squint,
More
Lake
influence.
Callanhad is shaped like a bunny.
Perhaps we should take a... Oh, I think I see it.
All right.
Okay, let's see this new item. Press the hold. Okay, items. The Jade Ham. What the frick is this? Warrior only. Blackwall. The Jade. What? The Jade Ham? Now, wait. Now I've just seen what it says. The Jade Ham. What the hell? It doesn't really. While you're wait. Oh, that's. Okay, never mind. It doesn't help me, but holy fuck, Blackwall looks like an Ever. Not Ever like the other the Mortizon, Jumberzone. You know what I'm talking about. Oh my god, I got a lot of stuff. Okay, I put in the mission, let's save. And I'll be back a little while later. I'll be back later. Yeah, English is hard, man.